2 lineup of Gillan, Glover, Pace, Blackmore, and Lord firmly in place in 1970. Deep Purple released one of heavy metal's all-time classic records, In Rock. And one of the elements that made In Rock unique was the thunderous sound of Jon Lord's Hammond organ.
The first time I really became aware of what I could do with the Hammond on record was on the organ solo in The Hard Loving Man, which is the first time I just let myself loose in the studio to see exactly what I could make that beast do. I think one of the things I really like about the Hammond organ is adaptability. I mean, I managed to adapt what was initially a church instrument, which was then adapted by jazz musicians and blues musicians, and I managed to kind of shoehorn it into a hard rock band. I wanted to emancipate the organ from being something that just sat in the background and colored the sound. I wanted it to create that hard sound. And here, now, finally, I had something that could compete with Ritchie, you see.
Had some pretty heady peers at that time, speaking of Sabbath and Zeppelin, but I think one thing that set you guys apart was that real complexity and that expansiveness of the music.
We had the genuine belief that improvisation was part of the music, and indeed it was very often was how we came up with the music.